it's been difficult for both. They've gone through some dysfunction. Okay, both have gone through a lot of dysfunction. They've gone through multiple head coaches. But the difference is Baker Mayfield had a very aggressive front office. They got him OBJ. They got him Jarvis Landry. They've gone out and got him really good offensive linemen. They have spent money, and mostly on offense. They don't spend money on the back end of their defense. That's all cheap draft picks. They put their money behind him. And Sam Darnold, well, all their good players are mostly on defense. And many of you have said, Colin, you were wrong. Sam Darnold is just no good and Baker's great. Well, isn't it interesting? What happened to Baker Mayfield yesterday? Oh, nothing. What happened to Baker Mayfield yesterday was Sam Darnold's reality for 3 years. Oh, the Cleveland offensive line went from the best graded offensive line in the NFL to missing 2 of its best starters. It was just average. The running game, like Sam Darnold, he didn't have any. Wide receivers, top 3 or 4 are out. Yeah, that's sort of what happened to Sam Darnold's first 3 years. Sam Darnold's career has been no run game, bottom 5 offensive line, and a wide receiving core that's hurt, COVID, can't play, missing in action, no show. That's what Cleveland was yesterday. And it's funny how completely mediocre Baker Mayfield was. 3 fumbles, lost to the Jets, a passer rating in the 60s, 53% completion percentage, and the fewest points scored on the Jets all year. This is not to take a shot at Baker Mayfield. It is the reality of the NFL. There are, and I really believe this, there are only 2 quarterbacks in the NFL, maybe 3, that can carry a bunch of meh. Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and I still think Tom Brady can do it on some Sundays. What about Deshaun Watson? He's 4-11. I mean, that's what he is right now. Well, what about Mahomes? What about him? He's had a bad December with a loaded roster and the smartest offensive coach in the game. What about Drew Brees? Can't throw over the top. What about Big Ben? Did you watch Sunday? Outside of Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson, who just make meh work almost every Sunday, and I think Brady's way closer to that than anybody wants to admit, this league is about what you're surrounded by. Justin Herbert can't mostly overcome a coach who's solid but not special. Baker yesterday, or Sam most of his career, can't overcome a bad receiving core and an offensive line missing 2 of its best players. Deshaun Watson can't save his team every Sunday. At some point, you need help. There's about 3 to 4 guys in the world that are great at quarterback. Everybody else that's close to that is good with an occasional great Sunday based on who's available to play alongside them. What happened to Baker yesterday was nothing. It's what's known as Sam Darnold's reality. One of them has had really nice help. One's had none. Yesterday, it was actually Sam who had the healthier receiving core and the better defense. And actually, I thought the better play calling. Why did Baker throw it so many times? Here's Baker after.
Plain and simple, I failed this team. I put 3 balls on the ground. 2 of them that, they recovered. And then the other that on the 4th down, obviously needed to just hold on to the damn ball. This one's on me, but here's the thing. This one's going to sting for a day or 2, but we have the Steelers to win and get in.
Here's why I love the NFL. I won't spend too much time. I'll talk about this later. So we're going into week 17 of the NFL. 11 teams this morning, a third of the league, has no idea if they're in or out of the playoffs. This is only one team in the NFL this morning, as far as I can tell. Kansas City knows exactly they have a bye. It's the gift that keeps on giving. You have very few teams, and I'll get into this next hour, that I think can win a Super Bowl. I think it's down to 5. I think there's 9 teams with the potential to win 1 playoff game, Baltimore maybe 2. But just think about this. We go through this entire season. It's been, the weather, you start in September and it's 85 degrees, 90 degrees at the game. You're battling COVID. You get your buys. You have injuries. We go to week 17. And 11 of these teams don't know. You get a call this morning. Are you guys in the playoffs? I don't know. We got 1 more game. Yeah, I have no idea. What are your travel plans in the offseason? Really, I have no idea. I have to wait until next Sunday. You can't script how great this league is. Coming up next, sometimes Rams Seahawks. A win validates everything you're doing, and a loss invalidates things we thought you were doing right. That's coming up. Colin right, Colin wrong, top of next hour. Ever wonder how far an extra mile really goes? Think about that. Well, drive a Mercedes-Benz van and find out. They build them for your lifestyle. They have a variety. The durable Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. They have the versatile Mercedes-Benz mattress. They have options like blind spot assist or MBUX voice command technology. Gives you the weather. We had a thunderstorm last night and through the morning in Los Angeles. Gives you directions where you're going. Right now, you have a chance to win your very own upfitted Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. 6 TVs, multiple swivel chairs, an awning, sit on top. You've got a grill. It's the Fox Sports Radio Ultimate Tailgate Rig Sweepstakes. Right now, go to foxsportsradio.com. Check out the website, all the details for the contest. Sweepstakes end January 24th, 2021. That's next year, January 24th. Mercedes-Benz van. Some equipment described is optional. Busted up rib. No big deal. Searing pain. Don't want to talk about it. Joy Taylor, how are you?
I'm great. So other than the rib incident, you had a good Christmas?
Had a good Christmas. A lot of kids, a lot of skiing, a lot of falling, a lot of food, and that's kind of where we are on a Monday. So it's all kind of getting sorted out today. I'm not a big award person. You know that. We don't talk about that much. But I do think most valuable player in the NFL is worthy of discussion. I think it's Aaron Rodgers. Let's stop arguing. Mahomes, frankly, has not even had a good December. Mahomes has more to work with. Aaron deserves the MVP. He's been absolutely magnificent. But Aaron's not the one who really won last night. Aaron wins all the time. He's good looking. He's rich. He's got a Super Bowl. Aaron's life, he wakes up, he's winning. Who won last night was the Green Bay front office. Think about it. They draft Jordan Love, and they said, many reports, well documented, it was to push Aaron Rodgers. Oh, he said his best season ever. They draft A.J. Dillon because their two backs are going to be free agents. We all questioned it. Oh, he was really good last night. You watch him and you think, they got a big East Coast running back going to be good in that snow. Matt LaFleur as a head coach is now 25-6. They signed Aaron to an extension a couple of years ago. The cap hits $21 million. For the league's most valuable player. And the last couple of free agent signings have done really, really well. Last 2 years, they went out and got Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith, Christian Kirksey, and they've all been terrific. Green Bay's front office won last night. And we kind of roll our eyes. You know, they go to bed in their khakis. They live below their means. They drive a used car. In fact, they go to the car lot and they buy a used car. And they don't spend their money, and they work hard, and there's that small-town feel and ethos. And this morning they were right. They got the coach right. They got the quarterback contract right. They don't go big in free agency, but they go smart. The draft picks look like they work. We argued all offseason. I certainly did. I said, this is the fighter that you put in the octagon. He's got no interest in taking a shot. Last night they faced one of the NFL's most physical teams, and they ran the football. And they stopped the run, and they played great. This morning, the front office of Green Bay, coastal elites rolling their eyes at their khakis.